Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of June 1st to the 7th. So the first two cards that I have out for you, I have four that flew out total. The first card is the Seven of Coins, and what's crossing it is the Nine of Coins, okay? So the Seven of Coins indicates basically hard work paying off as well, okay? Working diligently, working hard to reap the benefits of the harvest, okay? So this card itself was something that you invested a lot of emotional a lot of it was an emotionally high investment, so you have like vested interest into its good outcome, okay? So what I am getting is that I do feel in this endeavor there is another person, probably like a work partner, or this could be like a relationship in which you've invested a lot of time into, and is not only going to benefit you, it is also going to benefit another person. What's crossing it is the Nine of Coins, okay? So as a crossing energy, what I am sensing here is that the other party might not have contributed as much as you have. So I'm sensing here it's somebody who is quite frivolous, who is kind of like distracted by other things, and they're not really paying attention to these pentacles, these coins, okay? So as a money manager, they're not that great at it. So I do feel that it is somebody in your work situation that might make things problematic for you in terms of getting that financial payout that you're hoping for, okay? It's sort of like you're supposed to work as a team, but they're kind of distracted with other things and you're shouldering the weight. I don't feel that the weight of the world is on you, not like the Ten of Wands, but I do feel there is slight imbalance here. In the past position, we do have the Eight of Coins, okay? The Eight of Coins is somebody who makes his own magic. So I do feel that you've come a long way on the financial front. You know what it is that you need to do. And you, if anything, I do sense that you are more than capable of making really rational, really good uh, choices on the business front, on the financial front, okay? So what's coming in here is the King of Coins. So all these cards are pentacles related. So it is a huge financial week for you. And there are going to be like massive financial payout, okay? So you are very level-headed. You know where to invest, okay? And more than anything, you are doing this all by yourself, basically. The other party is not as emotionally invested as you are. What's crowning you here? We have the World card in the upright position. So this is actually a very, very good card here. So not only does it have financial payout, there's quite a bit of money left over, I would say, for leisure activities. So if you are at a job that, if you've just started a job, or if you're in a position where you're investing your funds, then I do feel like major payoffs are going to happen this week, okay? And at the same time, you're basically trying to you're trying to like dream up, conjure up like things that you can do with this financial situation, with this financial windfall. And again, this is a card of balance here, the Two of Cups. As for something in the situation that you're not aware of, okay, so I mentioned earlier that you're in a partnership with another person and they act as if they're kind of in it with you, but they're doing like half the work. Most of the time they're usually distracted. You don't mind it too much because you actually crave the hard work. You know, you don't mind it. But innately, it is an unequal type of relationship, okay? So a lot of you might be using work as a distraction, or a lot of you might feel like, okay, this potential work partner, even though he or she doesn't work that hard, I don't mind the work, but I feel that over time it is going to take a toll on you if you continue more projects with them. So let this Mercury in retrograde be the period of like, you know, that eye-opening moment, so that you don't couple up with them in the future in any capacity, because now you know, now you see their true colors, okay? They're not working as hard as you are. As for what's in your advice position is this. It's the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. So it is basically saying like, you know, in the reverse position, if people are not carrying their weight, first of all, that is something that needs to be addressed, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune here is that the financial payout or whatever it is that you're hoping for is not going to be paid out this week, okay? At the same time, this is a card in which, there are going to be financial windfalls, but at the same time, there will also be like possibly bad luck coming in. So when you have this financial windfall that is working out in your favor, save it up for a rainy day, okay? Don't splurge it all on, frivolous things. So be very careful about that, Taurus. So I feel very strongly it's indicated here. You have two major arcana cards, which are very powerful major arcana cards. So this financial payout, this financial windfall, you really have to save it for a rainy day because your luck is not always going to be like this. Okay, so be careful with that energy. As for your external environment, we do have the Ace of Cups here. Once again, it is corroborating the same story. And it's kind of like the other people, even though they don't do the work, they're still getting like massive financial payout. And you're kind of like waiting for when is it going to be your turn. And rest assured that your luck is down if you're not receiving this windfall. Your luck is down, but one day you will be on the rise. And at the same time, there's just massive amount of money coming in. You're already contemplating where it's going to be spent, so keep a rein on it, and make sure you hold on, make sure you save a little bit for a rainy day. Okay, that's just good advice in general. As for your hopes and fears here, we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands in the traditional deck, I always look at it as somebody who is on a new phase in his or her life. Okay, so in this situation, she is kind of like ready to embark on a new journey, but she's still hanging on very tightly to something from the past. All right, so if there are like grudges on the financial front, so for example, if you feel that you don't want to partner up with another person mainly because they don't carry their weight, it is actually quite important for you to let that be. It's important for you to address that. At the same time, if you're in a partnership, any type of a partnership in which you're giving more than the other person, and you really want to like embark on your own because you feel that the other person might be weighing you down, but you don't really want to do it without their presence, mainly for security reasons, keep in mind that that's not going to serve you in the long run. Okay, so you're in a new phase. You should try to do things on your own and to see how capable and to see the outcome it is for you. So, the outcome here, we have a very good card, the Judgment card in the upright position. So a new phase is going to happen for you. I do feel like a lot of doors will be opening up for you. And what I'm sensing overall is, you have three major arcana cards, very, very good cards, the World, and you have Judgment. Okay, so everything that you've hoped from this venture is going to bring about a new beginning for you. Okay, I do feel in general with the World, Wheel of Fortune in the advice position, it is not a bad card. Okay, so the advice here is there is an ebb and flow to life when new opportunities come. Even though you're afraid to take that initial first step, you really have to, because that's just, the universe throwing opportunities your way. So it is really important to go with the flow and grasp these opportunities. So don't be too complacent and don't be too commitment shy for this month. Okay, so you have to be a little bit more proactive about grabbing these opportunities. They are there for a reason, and but they might not stay there for much longer. So really go ahead with this, and you have nothing to be afraid of, because I do feel if you're clinging on to like people from the past and you want to like do things with them, I do feel that it could be problematic because they're not carrying their weight. They're not carrying the weight, they're not putting in the work that you amount of work that you're putting in. So be very discerning about that and keep those types of people away from your projects when you can. All right, so overall, I hope you have a wonderful month, actually wonderful week, and a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you next week.